Anyone seen Little Jimmy? Kid's been missing for a long time. MCZX here with another guide and thoughts for night 15 and 16 of the G1 Climax 27.
It's almost over, it's almost over, it's almost over, it's almost over. We're gonna get through it.
Let's start with G1 night 15. And to be honest, skip all the tag team matches. Just skip them all. Let's get straight to the A block matches. Nagata versus Zack Sabre Jr. What an awesome match. Nagata still has it. Nagata still has it. And you will respect Nagata because he can hang with Zack Sabre Jr. And that was an awesome match. Great stuff. Ibushi versus Yoshihashi. It's a good match between the two. They both showed out. You watch that match too. Goto versus Fale. Watch it. Despite how I feel about Goto, watch that match. Makabe versus Naito was really physical. Watch that one as well. Tanahashi versus Ishii. Oh man, this was tough because this match had some stipulations on the line. If Ishii loses, he cannot win the G1. This is his last chance to stay within the standings of everyone else to even have a shot at winning the G1. So this match is really special. In that case, you will find that out if you watch the backstage comments. And go to thelionmarks.com to get the translations. Shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. Watch this match too. It's my second favorite of the night. My favorite was Nagata versus Zack Sabre Jr. for night 15. But you should definitely watch Tanahashi versus Ishii. What a wonderful match. What a wonderful match. Moving on to night 16. Here's your A-block tag team matches except one. You have Oka versus Chase Owens. Now, you can skip this match, but if you're interested in Oka's progress, I suggest you watch it. Just know the outcome's the same. The Young Lions never win, but it's good to see them in singles action. Oka and Kitamura are the standout stars. I think that's all you need to know. Tenzan versus Umino and Zack Sabre Jr. Desperados. You skip. Nagata, Kitamura versus Fale and Yujiro. Skip. Fale got a new shirt in that match. Makabe, Ibushi, Kawato versus Chaos. Skip. Tanahashi, Taguchi, Finlay versus Los Ingobernables de Japón. That's the only tag team match that was worth watching. Watch that match. We move into B block. Tama Tonga versus Kojima. As I said in the last video, Tama Tonga is the perfect mimic. And he mimicked Kojima to the T. It was great. Watch that match. Yano versus Juice. Very funny match. Kids would love this match. Kids would love this match. I think adults would be annoyed by it, especially if you don't like comedy wrestling. I enjoyed it. It was funny, and I laughed. Good stuff. Watch that match. Elgin versus Evil was an awesome match. Awesome match. You have to watch that one. Kenny Omega versus Sonata. Very interesting match. And it's pretty dangerous too, because Kenny Omega could have broken his neck in that match. There's one spot where Kenny does that moonsault off the barricade, and Kenny does the moonsault, but Sonata's not in position. So when he does the moonsault, Kenny lands on Sonata's shoulders, and once he lands, his head is just directly on his shoulders, and if Sonata wasn't there, Kenny would have just fell right on his head. And I'm also confused how the sculling works, because when I see him do the move, it's not like a choke. It's more of a constrictor on the temple, because his biceps normally on the temple. I don't know. I rated the match 4.5 stars. You should watch that match. It was awesome. And Okada versus Suzuki. Okada versus Suzuki is the main event, and this is the rematch, y'all. The grad student Okada retakes the masterclass of torture and being a sadist Redux edition. How to really fare this time. And the crowd was 50-50, but then it kind of, I think every time someone tried to make an Okada call, people would just drown it out with a Suzuki call. So I think this was a pro Suzuki crowd. There's a forum sequence that's pretty fun. Every time they would boo Okada, Okada would smile. The match was amazing. Good God. It was awesome. You have to watch that one. That is homework. You have to watch that. My Lord. Goodness. That was an insane match. Definitely my favorite match out of night 16. Just a quick pro tip. Do not get into a slap fight with Suzuki-san. You will lose every time. Every single time. Man. y'all better watch that match. Y'all better watch that match. And now for A and B block standing or ranking update. Who are our final four? It's time to find out. And I think you guys know it's very obvious. So in Block A, the only two people who can win Block A right now is Tanahashi and Naito, both with a record of 6-2. In B Block, the only two people who can win there is Okada and Omega. I cannot tell you Okada's score right now, because if I do, it will give away what happened in a certain match. And Omega is at 6-2. So let's just say they're both tied at 6-2 right now. That's not the case, but for this sake, they are. Everyone else is eliminated. I'm going to tell you everyone else's records. I'm not sure it matters, but finishing in a strong third in B block was Evil with 5-3. Suzuki was 4-3, and Sonata and Elgin was 4-4. Tama Tonga, Juice Robinson, and Toriano 3-5, and Kojima 1-7. In A block, Kota and Fale tied with third place. Kota and Fale tied for third place with 5-3. Ishii, Zack Sabre Jr. and Goto for Ishii, Zack Sabre Jr. and Goto 4-4. Makabe was 3-5. Yoshihashi 2-6, and Nagata 1-7. Now that we know who our final four are, it's gonna be really tricky to pick a winner for night 17 and 18. For A block, I see Tanahashi winning this for some reason. I want Naito to win, but I feel like Tanahashi is the guy that's going to win this. I feel like we're going to get Okada versus Tanahashi again, like a Wrestle Kingdom rematch 2 years ago. It was Tanahashi and Shinsuke Nakamura. And the year prior was Omega and Goto. Now, Omega winning 2 years in a row would be a crazy achievement for a Gaijin, but the way it's set up right now, I think Okada is going to win B block and Tanahashi is winning A block, and we're getting Tanahashi versus Okada at the G1 finals. I would like if it was Tanahashi versus Omega or Naito versus Omega, and it wouldn't be so predictable, but the way those two guys have been winning, it seems like that's how they're going to do this. So I guess we'll find out by the end of night 17 and night 18. I'll have an update for you once I watch both of those shows. But I do believe it's going to be Tanahashi and Okada to make up, I guess, for... I wouldn't call Omega versus Goto lackluster, but you kind of want to have a superstar match. All four of those guys are superstars, but Tanahashi and Okada would just be big. That'd be a big deal. And I'm picking Okada to win this whole thing, unfortunately. Just the way he's being booked like a Superman, Super Cena on steroids, it's obvious he's going to win it. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am wrong. And that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you at night 17, night 18, and then the G1 Climax finals. And I'll do a big video on my favorite matches of the G1 Climax 27 and my thoughts on watching my very first G1 Climax from beginning to end. Till next time, see you later. Bye-bye.